Known as the most decorated gymnast in all of sports history, Simone Biles has achieved one earth-shattering feat after another and will forever be remembered as the GOAT, greatest of all time. Looking back, how did the young athlete get into gymnastics anyways? For today's video, we'll be discussing how gymnastics has impacted Simone Biles' life, so keep on watching if you'll want to know more. First up, Simone Biles hailed as the GOAT of women's gymnastics. Simone Biles is the most decorated gymnast of all time, with a total of 32 Olympic and World Championship medals. Her 7 Olympic medals equal her for the most by an American gymnast with Shannon Miller. She is regarded as one of the history's greatest and most dominant gymnasts. Biles earned individual gold medals in the all-around, vault and floor, bronze on balancing beam, and gold as part of the United States team, dubbed the Final Five at the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. After dealing with the twist ties, a temporary lack of air balance awareness, she earned bronze on the balancing beam and silver with the United States team at the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Many commended her partial withdrawal from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics to focus on safety, mental health, and tenacity. She's also a 5-time world all-around champion, 2013 to 2015 and 2018 to 2019, 5-time world floor exercise champion, 3-time world balance beam champion, 2-time world vault champion, and 7-time United States national all-around champion, and a member of the gold medal winning American teams at 2014, 2015, 2018, and 2019 World Artistic Gymnastics Championships. She has also won 3 world silver and 3 world bronze medals. Biles now has a total of 25 world medals, including 19 world gold medals after breaking Vitaly Sherbo's record of 23 world medals by earning her 24th and 25th, both gold, during the 2019 tournament in Stuttgart. She has the most world all-around titles of any female gymnast and the 6th woman to win an individual all-around title at both the World Championships and the Olympics. But that's not all. Biles is the first gymnast to hold both titles at the same time since Lilia Podkoveva in 1996. She is the 10th and first American female gymnast to win a world medal in each event, and the first female gymnast to do it since Daniela Silvas in 1988. She is the 10th female gymnast and the first American female gymnast to win a world medal in every event, and the first female gymnast to win a medal in every event at a single Olympic Games or World Championships since Daniela Silvas in 1988, having accomplished this feat at the 2018 World Championships in Doha. When did she start taking an interest in the sport? Simone Biles was first introduced to the sport at the age of 6 during a daycare field trip. Surprisingly, the trainers thought she had a natural talent for gymnastics. As a result, Biles' road to becoming the GOAT of gymnastics began. Amy Borman was her coach when she was 8 years old. She was too young to compete in the 2012 London Olympics, but her talent and potential were well known. Simone competed in her first international competition in 2013. A sports prodigy, she began displaying her dominance in the sport in the following year. Biles' all-around abilities set her apart from the competition, and she was establishing herself in all of the gymnastics competitions. Not just one, which made her a jack of all trades and a formidable enemy to many inside the mat. Next up, Simone Biles gained a lot of sponsorships and endorsements that amped her earning. News of Biles' prowess was amplified when she joined the Olympics, and so it didn't come as a surprise that a lot of brands were knocking at her door and eager to sign her. Some of her high-profile deals were with Gap's Athleta, Nabisco, Visa, United Airlines, Core Power, and Uber Eats. Seeing her stellar results in the Olympics, there was pressure building up inside of her, and she had to make the brave decision to choose her mental health over taking part in the prestigious competition. Although a lot of people frowned at the young athlete's decision, thinking it will negatively affect her career, many more became supportive of her and even gave her kudos for prioritizing herself first. Well-known sports agent Lee Steinberg, who has represented over 300 professional athletes in various sports, praised Biles' potential to receive lucrative deals and sponsorships in the future. In an interview with Fox Business, Steinberg said Biles' decision to be open about her mental health gained a lot of respect from different brands. This has been someone who's been in the public eye for a long time, has a pristine record, and there will be people who think this is her finest moment, Steinberg said. Athletic achievement is valuable, people, but helping people deal with life problems is an even greater service. And so I think she comes out of this well. Biles' connection to mental health, according to Steinberg, will make her an ideal for any corporation with a decent female demographic, and even a series of public service ads. He did stress, though, that the future of Biles' endorsements will largely be determined by whether she maintains her athletic career and how transparent she is with her commercial partners in the future. John Rohde, the founder of CEO Revolution, an integrated sport marketing and media organization, agrees and says that he doesn't anticipate sponsors abandoning Simone Biles now or after the Olympics. Biles' bravery, according to Rohde, is a true watershed moment for the world of sports, as well as an opportunity for more mental health companies to be acknowledged and assist raise awareness of mental health challenges in sports and beyond. She suffered abuse, and who was supposed to be the guiding hand in her career? We all saw her bright and bubbly personality on stage, but behind those smiles, Biles has carried a burden that traumatized not only her, but many athletes for life. In 2018, Biles made the brave decision to step up and speak out about the abuse she received from USA Gymnastics team doctor Larry Nassar. In a long, heartfelt letter, Biles posted about what Nassar did behind closed doors, which she posted on Twitter back in January 16, 2018, along with the hashtag #MeToo, which has been used to raise awareness of sexual harassment and abuse. "I am not afraid to tell my story anymore," Biles wrote. "I too am one of the many survivors that were sexually abused by Larry Nassar. Please believe me when I say it was a lot harder to first speak those words out loud than it was to put them on paper. There are many reasons that I have been reluctant to share my story, but I now know it is not my fault." Nassar, a longtime physician of the U.S. women's gymnastics team, has been accused of sexually abusing more than 140 women and girls under the guise of medical treatment, pleaded guilty to 7 counts of criminal sexual conduct in a Michigan court in 2017. In a separate case involving child abuse photographs, he was sentenced to 60 years in federal prison. Following the Nassar scandal is an Indianapolis Star investigation that uncovered the failure to report any complaints of abuse against coaches and personnel at some of the more 3,500 clubs across the U.S. USA Gymnastics has come under pressure for its handling of sexual abuse cases. Nassar allegedly molested some of Biles' USA teammates, including gold medalists Ali Raisman, Michaela Maroney, and Gabby Douglas. Maroney filed a complaint against USA Gymnastics a month after Biles' revelation, saying that the organization paid her to sign a confidential cash settlement in exchange for her silence about the abuse. Biles stated that hearing the stories of her fellow competitors inspired her to come forward. She became an active advocate of mental health. Although mental health is now being acknowledged in recent years more than ever, it is still overlooked in many aspects and situations. That's why Simone Biles' decision to partially withdraw from the 2020 Tokyo Olympics shocked the world. She, along with the tennis player Naomi Osaka, has been pretty vocal about the importance of stable mental health and how it affects the overall constitution of the body, which is why they opted to turn away from certain events they knew would affect their health mentally. Biles has made therapy a part of her mental health regime, referring to it as her safe space after avoiding it for years. She attributes her aversion to the 2 factors, the stigma around mental health and treatment, and the belief that she had to tackle all of her problems on her own. "I thought I could figure it out on my own, but that sometimes is not the case. And that's not something you should feel guilty or ashamed of," Biles explained. When the Olympics were canceled back in 2020, Biles admitted to experiencing a gamut of emotions. She was desperate to compete. She'd have to work hard for another year, and she hadn't recovered from the trauma of being sexually abused by a team doctor she trusted. The decorated athlete now has the tools she needs to explore her thoughts and feelings and regulate her emotions thanks to therapy. Biles also takes the time out to relax and rejuvenate as part of her mental health self-care. Her Sundays are reserved for family and friends. Biles values her family, particularly her parents. Throughout Biles' life and career, they have been a guiding influence, constant presence, and support system. They also have a solid and loving family relationship. With that, we're wrapping up today's video about how gymnastics impacted Simone Biles' life. We hope you also find the courage to seek professional help when you're struggling mentally. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.